Hello people, welcome to Eagle Leather Trading Co. I am Michael Eagle and this is the Leather Revolution. Maybe that'll get it. AK-47. Beautiful. Shoulder rig. Shoulder rig. One in the back. Bullet belts are, if you ran out of mags, you still have a few rounds. Alright guys. There's the AK-47 shoulder holster rig. Thanks for joining me. Alright, I'm going to take this AK-47 rig that I made, the Audio Sabata rig, and it's like the mayor's leg, only for an AK, and it has the bullet belts on it, 3 of them all over the place, and I'm going to make it into a double shoulder rig, and then I'll wear my normal hip rig on the back. So we'll be carrying 3 9mm and 1 AK-47 in this. I do have some pictures of when I made this. It was actually brown in the original before I dyed it black rather, and we're going to go ahead and modify it. I'll throw in some of the pictures from the early build and see how it's going to end up. This is going to be like a full-on war belt, but it really should have, we're going to have to put some magazine holders because the AK actually uses magazines. These bullet belts would be like last resort in like a real bug-out zombie attack, right? Here we go. So I will wear this like it was originally designed in the movie with this strap on the shoulder, and then we're going to put 2 straps like from here to here, just like I would a regular shoulder rig, and then put a holster in the middle, and then we're going to cross the back. We're going to come off of this strap and do the crosses in the back to a regular shoulder rig on the opposite side, and then do the regular holster under that. It's going to be a lot of hardware. A lot of weight too. This thing's already probably a good 4 or 5 pounds. That's not loaded. Okay, this template's for the right side on this side. So we'll go ahead and mark these holes. And the only difference really, and here's the strap. And there's the front vertical, and then the big difference is down here, the belt strap where you anchor it so it doesn't come up when you pull it. And this one will fit on the right side, but it goes this way, and then your piece, this is cleared again, your piece comes out like that. You grab, it hangs on your right side, and you pull it with your left hand. So left hand draw, right side holster, cool? We'll wet mold this in a minute. So these are the holes for the right side. You want to have it far enough in there so it won't pull out your leather, and then it's going to have glue on it anyway. And double cap. And then here's the belt. So the rear vertical, retention for your piece, forward vertical, and belt tie down. And I'm not lining these. Alright, so we'll die this one. There's the template. If you want to freeze that, make you one. And then after cutting out a piece of, I never cut a template when I started. And a lot of people do it on paper, but cardboard will last a little longer. Then you can punch your holes. This puncher actually works fine on cardboard also. And then save it. And this will fit most 9mm mid-compact 12 magazine, 1 in the chamber. Cool. Alright, I have notes for my shoulder straps, and I'm only doing the left side, but I will need both both straps on the back. So the back strap, across is 10.5 both ways. Back vertical strap that goes down to the holster 8 3/4, and then the front strap 11.5. That'll be just the left side, and I already have the shoulder piece, so I'll do 2 10.5, 1 8 3/4, and 1 11.5. And the right side is just going to be from the existing Audio Sabata shoulder wrap and vertical, a little piece to the holster. Cool. Alright, so 2 10.5 straps to go across the back.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
She's so funny. Okay, and I'll have to dye this one and do the stitch groove. 10.5, and these ends don't have to be perfect because they go underneath the holster. 10.5. And these cross in the back. Cool. Alright, we'll stitch groove this one. Hopefully. In a perfect world. Yeah, and I suck at this. I actually suck at everything. But the rigs will turn out pretty good. I mean, unless you really just want to nitpick and be too critical. Alright, let's do a little edge beveling. I have the Jeweler's Rouge, but I typically just throw a little Mother's mag and aluminum polish on my board, which is just a piece of leather strapped to a board. Not a big deal. But it does dry out. But it works nicely. I haven't done a price comparison, anything like that. But I need to sharpen this edge beveler. Do a little work with that. And then I'm also going to use this little buffing wheel to sharpen the stitch groover, because it's a real pain, right? So the buffing wheel, I mean the edge groover is easy enough. Just pull it backwards, never cut into it, right? See, as it turns black, that's the metal coming off. Clean that off there, it will get on your leather. This one, this is a little dog nail trimmer that I picked up for Lola and Lakota. And I'm going to take this little guide off to the side, and then we'll switch out, hold the button down, loosen it, and I actually use this one on my nails. Alright, so let's put the buffing wheel on here, tighten it down, and then take our stitch groover. Let's go to low. Spinning the wrong way, which means going that way, and then we'll go under it. Just kind of hit the edge of the blade. Probably put some Loctite on the little screw. Oh, look, it's turning black, the buffer. Can also just go back. Which way is it going? Yeah, kind of shaky. And then the blade right there, and there's your edge groove at 1/8 of an inch, a good 1/8, and that's the industry standard. Alright, since this holster blank was dyed a little and treated a little, typically you can use nail polish remover. What's it called? Oh, there's another name for it. But I'm going to use that and try to like take off any finish I might have put on it so it takes a dye better. I had to strip another bag that I ordered early on. Let's put a little dye in here, or a lot. Man, this is a whole bottle. Alright, all the pieces are dyed. Not crazy about this. Thinking about gluing, and then just put a few stitches to tack it down on the points. My tooling is not the best. Anyway, all the pieces are dyed, so let's wet mold. Let's wet mold the holsters. So let's wrap our piece. And I mean, this is not like the most expensive piece you can get, so you really don't even have to wrap it, but that's typically how it goes. Cool. So we'll start with the piece that's just dyed, that's all. And this is how simple and how quick it is to wet mold. We're just going to dip it in here, tuck it all down in there, pull it right back out. Nice and pliable. See how it's all flexible? Draw the hands a little bit. Oy. You can wait until after you assemble your piece, or you can go ahead and do it now. This is cleared, double cleared. So we'll get a little clamp just to hold that. And when it's wet, if it's too wet, you have to keep molding and keep molding forever. Make sure it covers the trigger entirely, and then just start molding it. Pull it tight, start molding it to your piece. A lot of people don't do this ejection port. Just another retention, not real tight. These little ribs at the end of the piece. Make sure you have room for the sight to come in and out. Your trigger guard normally is a good retention point. Try to keep your edges as straight as possible. Once you hit this with some a buffing or some shine, it's really almost better just to have no tooling and just see the shape of your piece. Once you hit it with that shine, it's beautiful, and you can actually see that with very little sunlight. We'll let that dry just a little bit, and then we'll do it again. Went ahead and did the other one, the other holster. Give it a little shape. This one's actually, I left it in the water well, it took longer to dip it. I didn't really leave it in there because it's been finished before, it had dye, and then it was buffed. You can do this by hand. You can also use your little burnishing tool, or almost anything to get your little definition. Yeah, I think this old piece is a little thicker. Then we're going to buff it out and then shellac it. Alright, let some air get into there. Yeah, this piece. Like, where did that little burnishing tool go? See the definition a little better. Wet molding. See that left a mark right there? Let that relax as it dries. Oh, that one stuck to it. What the? See the mark? Cool. Alright, while those holsters are drying under the fan, let's go ahead and set some rivets. This is the shoulder strap harness. This is the long part is the back. And the rear vertical strap is 8 3/4. Oh no, this is actually a magazine holder, but it will work for a magazine mount. It'll actually hold 3 mags because there's room in the middle for another one. So now I have to make another, and actually you can attach the mag and attach this to the belt. And I don't know where I'll put it because typically you'd have your piece on one side and then your magazine on the other side, so I'll have to find somewhere else to attach this or mount this on the audio Sabata rig. And then I also need a mag holder for a 33 round. I may do one of those in the middle real quick. And then I also need some magazine carry leather, of course, for the to accommodate the other 33 round in whatever caliber. Oh wow, this could actually mount on the forward vertical strap, one on each side of the strap. That would look wicked. I like it a lot. And this comes down on the front of your chest, so it can be mounted like really close to the shoulder strap harness. Oh, I like that idea. More ammo, right? You never heard anybody say I have too much ammo or too much money. Wet leather timer is done. Let's go ahead and mount these. Oi! Cool, not coming off. Never know. Got a couple extra mag carriers laying around. Alright, let's mount it as high as we can get it. When you handle these freshly dyed pieces or working on this, write a longer double cap and something behind it. Don't want to lose your piece. Alright, that's plenty of tension. Cool. Alright, let's do the forward vertical strap that will go to the audio Sabata rig. And then all we have to do is the retention strip, glue them, let it dry a little bit more. Alright, let's cut some retention strips. And this is 1.5 inches, so 3/4. One inch, 3/4. Right there. Lay it on here and turn it. Helps you get a little tighter. Saw the duck do that. Cool. That looks about right. These are the retention straps. Typically I only use a 1/2 inch, but I want to step it up to 3/4. So now I get to dye those. Cool. Alright, let's knock this out. Retention straps. Can't really see the back, so we'll go with the, what are these, nickel? Through there. Put this on the outside. Right next to that strap. So I should have punched that hole a little bit to the side, or I can trim it off a little bit, just a little bit. Wrong side. No, that's right. Because it goes over and then you'll be able to see it on the other side. Cool. Oh yeah. Now we can glue it, put our piece in place, we'll measure that. Yeah, I like it. Alright, cool. Alright, let's, instead of using the leather balm, which I would typically do, I'm going to go ahead and do the saddle soap. And I actually put warm water in it. It's kind of lathered up a little bit, makes it a little softer. Let's just wipe this down. And then we're going to shellac this bad girl. Throw our little buffing wheel on here. All right, let's mount this. Onto here, and after carefully measuring, looks like I need to be a little bit higher than I originally thought. There's the mark that's on the front. And here's the mark that's on the back, and I'm going higher again. Because it felt like it was going to be a little bit low. It goes on that side, faces forward. There's the front strap that would typically go over your chest. Or I gotta find some brass, or button rather, going with a button. Oh no, snap on this one, button on the tie down. I'll make a little welt to go in the holster. That's where it folds on the corner. Just glue that in and glue the holster together. Alright, we'll sand the flesh side. That's right. More gluing. Put a little glue on the whole stuff. What is that, about a 1/4 inch worth of welt? The further you go in with the glue, the more it attaches, the tighter it will be. All right, 7 minutes. Wait. Set this in place with surgical skill. Wait, that's gonna mean what he's saying. Bam. Supposed to hammer that. All right, let's do the other side. You know how this goes, right? Just in case you're just starting out, put it on both surfaces again. Oh, might have gone a little far there. Okay. On screen, please. All right, we'll just stick this together. With surgical skill. Oh, it's a little bit twisted. Or I like to just stick that part and then get the other side to line up. There it is. Oh, wait. And then we'll roll this one around and get that one to line up a little better. Looks like we're going to need a little sanding on that one. Cool. That's the welt for the next piece. All right, we'll do the same thing again. And then we'll glue it again. All right, we'll put this little seam together. Sometimes you have to like kind of twist them. This is the holster edition. I'll go from the bottom on this one. Looks like it might be a little easier. Little sanding on, oh, not bad. Just a little sanding on that one. I will try to protect that. We'll just put a couple of rivets in there, and then we will attach this to the main rig, and we will be in business. Oh, I like this new magazine holder. Probably gonna have to mount that. Cool. Hello people, welcome to Eagle Leather Trading Co. I am Michael Eagle and this is
The Leather Revolution.